Hi, and welcome to this program. So this is for Lab 10. Um, so this is a combination of the retail items one and the cash register assignments in Lab 8. And we're combining them to make a purchasing app, basically. I have all this stuff already printed out just because I want to try running through it this way and see if it makes sense a little bit more. Just because with these classes, you're bouncing to and from other ones a lot. First we're going to start the main program. All right, so we got our main. So first of all, we're calling this doc string, which is basically like a fancy print alternative. So we're printing it, and then we're having the doc format. It's just going to print that out. So as you can see, it's printing that out right there. And so yeah, and now we're setting a fixed number of items because there's an item, um, like an inventory list. So there was 12 of the jackets, 40 of the designer jeans, and then 20 t-shirts. And the reason why we're having them be separate variables is so that when you buy one, the inventory will go down. So yeah. Now you will go and put them into the inventory list. So we're having jacket be retail item for the jacket and setting the cost and the quantity. And these are being sent to the retail item, which is up here. So we're going to go through this right now. So as soon as you get to it, you have this init method, which is basically like an automatic start function. It's automatically going to do this. So it's basically just taking the description, the units. So the description is going to be, if it was the first one, if it was the jackets, it's going to be jacket. It's going to receive that string of a jacket. Units is going to be that J, so that's 12, and the price is going to be that $15.99. So it's just setting all those. And then what you're doing is you're using another method, basically just repeating this to set it. And then you don't need this if you're just setting it, but since we need to retrieve it, you need to have a get method. So, and then you just return the double under stuff. And this is where we're using the double under means um, to those. So yeah, so we're going through. So let's go back to our main. So we're setting all that data to it. And then next we're calling the cash register program. So we're gonna create a list, which is gonna be blank right now. We have this purchase item, which we'll get to, and total, show items, and clear. All right, so we're starting that up. Now, while choice is yes, and you will see yes right here, but for right now, it's just gonna automatically go through. Just because we're calling this, and it's gonna start it right away. Okay, so it prints out the item stock. We got the item stock. We got the jackets, 12, designer jeans, 40, and shirts, 20. So if you chose jacket, so if the item, what you typed in right here, if you match what would be the description for jacket, so jacket description. So get description. So if those match, then you're going through and adding it to the purchase item. Now this jacket and this purchase item, it's that item choice. So right here, item choice. Oh, I still left that up. All right. So we're getting the the data from the if statement and see if it matches one of the item selections, and then we're adding it to the item list up here. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go through. So if it's not a jacket, then it's got to be a jean or shirt. And if it's none of those, then you didn't pick the right thing. And then we're also marking down the S, D, and J. That's why we have them, so that we can mark down the inventory, so that when this repeats again, if we chose jacket, it's going to drop down one less. So then to end it, we have this choice so that we can keep on redoing this loop. So yeah. And then we're taking and we're getting a list of items. So we're starting up that cash register, which is right here, and we're doing that show items. So it's going through every single item in this item list right here, one by one by one. So for item in the items list, we're just printing the description, okay, which would be the name, like a jacket, jean, whatever. All right, and then for total, we're going to the cash register, starting up, and we are starting this get total function. So we're setting the price to 0 automatically, and then we're going for item in that item list. So we're going back over that item list. We're having the price, which is set to 0. We're having it get appended to and constantly added to with the get price. So the get price, we're having it be a float, so that way we can add it. Or if it was just a whole number, you could do int, but since there's a decimal place, you have to do a float. Like right here, in the prices as a decimal, so it's got to be a float. Okay. All right, so, and then we're returning the price at the end. All right, so we're returning this price back up to this. So if it's $5, when it goes back over again, price is going to be $5. And if this one's 6, then it's going to be 5 plus 6. It's going to be 11, and then 11 is going to be added, and so on and so on. All right, and then what we're going to do is we are going to start the program. Okay. This clear was just in case there was a problem, we could call the clear function, but there's not right now. But all that'll do is clear everything in the item list. So yeah, that's the program. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, let me know. Like if you are interested and want to see more. Thanks.